Hey there, Blue Devils. I'm going to go over the section called the variables. All right, for the independent variable, you should have chosen test material. The word test material, because you're going to test these different materials. So the farther down you go, the more detail you should include. So what's the independent variable? Test material. The words test and then material. How will it be manipulated? You're going to change the type of material and what values have you been chosen. For this one, you're actually not choosing numerical values. You're going to choose the various materials. You will test aluminum, aluminum oxide, which is a type of ceramic, polypropylene, which is a type of plastic, and silicone. So those are the different test materials. So those go, you list those right here. The dependent variable is the specific heat capacity. And so right here, specific heat capacity. How will it be measured? To find specific heat capacity, it tells you right here. You're going to measure the mass of the water, initial temperature of the water, final temperature of the water, mass of the test material, the initial temperature of the test material, and final temperature of the test material. All right, you're going to use all of those values to calculate. You're going to do numerical calculations of to find the specific heat. All right. Why is this the best way to measure the data? Because it's using equipment that we have available to us. And why will collecting this data help us answer the research question? And that's because we can use that information, all of this information right here, mass of the water, initial temperature of water, all that, to calculate the specific heat capacity, because that's ultimately what we're trying to find. The controlled variables, those typically you're going to say something about you're going to use the same same equipment and same materials. You're not going to change those from one trial to the other. So you're going to, here, how will they be held constant? You're going to use the same type of water, the same like distilled water, the same electronic balance, the same thermometer. And what would happen? This is where you get most of the points for this section. What would happen to our results if you didn't control these parts of the experiment? You have to be very specific. All right, and then the uncontrolled variables are the things we cannot control. Temperature in the room, humidity in the room. Those are things we cannot control. How will the uncontrolled variables impact results? You got to get specific again. Tell me specifically what's going to happen if the temperature in the room is different for one of the trials compared to a different test material. And then tell me how we can reduce the impact of the uncontrolled variables on the experiment. Again, those are the things that you're going to get the most points for, so you need to come up with those.